Good morning, everyone. It is the 15th of February, 2024. It's Thursday. It's 9 a.m. It's time for our mindful moment. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I'm the spiritual leader here at Unity of Tucson. Unity of Tucson is a loving and inclusive spiritual center right here in the Sonoran Desert in Tucson, Arizona. And what a delight it is to share a few minutes with you this morning. I do the mindful moment every single morning at 9 a.m., every single weekday morning at 9 a.m. as a way of being consistent in my spiritual practice. So I bring my spiritual practice to you and invite you to be participants in that practice with me. The reason I do this consistently is because a consistency in my spiritual practice, I have found, has enhanced the quality of my life. And so that is what I am here to do, to keep enhancing the quality of my life and invite you into perhaps a consideration that your life quality can be enhanced as well. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. You know, those of you who watch on the replay, I do see that you do hashtag replay, and I see that you're watching, and I am so grateful when you do that. I do see those messages, and always a delight to share this time with you. I want to see who's here, though. Beth is here live. Happy day to all. Grateful to see you over there on YouTube, Beth. Sherry, happiest of days to all. Indeed, it's a happy day. We're wishing everyone happy days. Yes, grateful to see you on Facebook. William, grateful to see you. Good morning to all. Grateful, grateful, grateful. And another good morning to all from Roberta, also watching over there on YouTube. Yes. I do want to offer my reminder. This is the reminder I offer every single time I see you. And I invite you to take this in, take a breath, take it in, see what it feels like to have this spoken aloud to you. Take it in. You are love. You are light. You are life. You are magnificent. And I'm so grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence. Thank you for doing that. Keep doing that. Keep shining. Keep smiling. Keep your joyful thoughts coming. Yeah. How does that feel? Just check in. How does that feel? You know, I posted a clip from a recent Sunday celebration where I talked about the nature of feeling, and that feeling actually is the end, is the thing that is actually creative. I think I've come to this realization that thoughts are creative, beliefs are creative, but the extent to which those things are creative is rooted in our feeling. And so we can have thoughts that are contradicted by our feeling, and the feeling is the thing that's going to be creative. There's a whole lot of discussion and observation that can go into that idea. That's not actually what I wanted to talk about today. Today I wanted to talk about conditions. I was watching some videos, as I do, on social media, doing my little scrolly thing that I do occasionally. And as I think about it, I probably do scroll more than I should. Of course, I can should all over myself, and doesn't matter. I'm beating myself up, which is actually very much in line with what I want to talk about today. And that is, what are the conditions we place on our well-being? What are the conditions we place on our experience of life? How have we made life conditional? How have we made our experience of magnificence conditional? How have we made our relationships conditional? You know, I have often said that if you use the word but in a sentence, that it doesn't matter what comes after the word but, because, or actually it only matters what comes after the word but. That's what I meant to say. It only matters what comes after the word but, because that's usually exactly your true feeling, your true meaning. And so I've had people say, actually I recently had someone say to me, and I'm not putting this out there as a way to berate or put anyone down. Someone recently said to me, "I'm not homophobic, but," and I thought to myself, well, you've now negated everything that came before the word but. You've heard me say that before. I know this feels like a rehash, right? A little bit, I know. You've heard me say that anything that comes after the word but is your true feeling, and when you use the word but, it negates anything that has preceded it. And so rather than get upset about it, rather than, beat people up around it, I don't really want to do that. I may point it out if I find it's appropriate, and I can point it out in a compassionate way that there's a negation happening when you use the word but. One of the things I would like to try to do is let go of the word but in my dialogue. And what I mean by that is, I've often offered the practice of, well, if we replace but with the word and, like, is that a solution? And I am more and more feeling like that is perhaps not the solution, because the meaning behind the word and in that context is to essentially say but. So you're doing the same thing, right? I would be doing the same thing. I'm not homophobic, and I have this other thing that contradicts that statement. Right now, I do get also that we live in paradox, we live in polarity. That's all well and good. What I would like to do is to say, what can we actively do to work to eliminate conditional acceptance? And essentially, what if we turned that but into a period? So for instance, if that person were able to say, I'm not homophobic. Now, there may be something that's happening in their mind that contradicts the statement. But if there's an active engagement of realization, of active awareness in what's happening within as you make a statement that you might feel compelled to contradict, that's where the work lies. That's where the work lies for me. And I totally hold myself to account on this as well, because there are statements that I make and I condition them by saying but. And so I think that's going to be my work today, is to open up to an awareness of how many times I say but, and condition my experience, condition my acceptance. And it's even statements that are attributable to my self-awareness, my self-respect, my own sense of self. Turn that but into a period and see what then comes up for the work to be done to ensure that that period is rooted in truth rather than that inner pull, that inner push-pull, that inner push, that inner drive to condition it or be contradictory in a follow-up statement. That's my practice today. If you would like to join in that practice, I welcome you to it. So today's prayer is all about being unconditional love, letting go of conditions, letting go of conditions. That's really what it's all about, letting go of the conditions. And so I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are. If it is safe and comfortable for you to close your eyes, please feel free to do so, if that is what works for you. It is not a requirement. It is simply an invitation to turn the attention to the inner life. I close my eyes to open up an awareness of the inner life. Right here in this moment, I am aware, and I choose to open up in full awareness that there is only one infinite power and presence. I choose to open up in full awareness that there is only one source, there is only one resource. There is only one magnificent flow. There is only God. There is this creative energy and nothing else. This creative energy is unconditional in its outflow of expression. I trust and know, rooted in this understanding, that since that is all there is, it is infinite, and there can be nothing separate from the infinite, that this is the identity of each and every one of us. We are God, essence, power, creative energy. The whole of us is spirit. And even our expression of matter is a spiritual expression. For spirit can create from nothing other than spirit, if spirit is all that exists. And so I know that the outflow of creation is unconditional, that spirit simply knows to flow forth into expression, and it does not withhold itself in any manner based on conditions. That's the nature of the infinite. And so I choose to participate in eliminating the conditional flow of good, the conditional flow of kindness, the conditional flow of love. I let go of any condition, and I welcome the free flow of love, the free flow of kindness, the free flow of magnificence. I am on high alert at all times to the things which I condition, and as soon as I recognize them, I let them dissipate, for they have no place in the loving flow, the loving momentum, the kind momentum, the magnificent momentum of spirit as me. And I hold this to be so for each and every one of us. We are the flow of unconditional love. And so with gratitude and appreciation for this understanding, I simply relax, release, trust, and know that this word spoken expresses itself magnificently in my life and in the lives of each and every one of us. And I affirm it by saying, and so it is. I was just thinking about, of course, that statement, and so it is, which I have, I know many of you know this, probably all of you on this. I have, and so it is tattooed on my arm as a reminder to me that my words are unconditional. As I state my requirement, it is so. And so I must be in the state of awareness of what I am saying, rooted in that belief, rooted in the feeling. And so today, I choose to be unconditional in my expression of love, and so it is. A lot of things happening here at Unity of Tucson. First of all, I would love to see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'll be back here on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, unitytucson.com. If you would like to join in and see what's happening, there's our URL right there, unitytucson.com. Some people think that it's unityoftucson.com. Don't make that mistake. It's unitytucson.com. No of in there. A couple other things that are happening. I know that I've been talking a lot about this 12 Powers class, the 12 Powers, Spiritual Tools for a Magnificent Life. It's a Saturday morning class, 10 a.m. to noon every Saturday morning. It's Arizona time, of course. It is a hybrid style class, so you can participate via Zoom, or you can be part of the experience in the room. Both are live, and would love to see you there. You can sign up for that at unitytucson.com/classes. Would love to see you. Yes, yes. There's another thing I want to let you know about. Coming up next Wednesday is Soul Flow. Always delighted to have Soul Flow once a month. Soul Flow is a night of gentle yoga. It's followed by some free-form movement. It is a gentle experience, and we would love to see you as part of that. You get to enhance your own well-being through the practice of movement and see what comes up for you. If you think you can't, or if you think you can, you're right. So I would invite you to decide that you can. If that's the thing that's holding you back, that's a conditional idea. And uncondition yourself, perhaps, and join in Soul Flow. That is hosted, of course, by our very own Sherry Huffman, as well as Oscar Rodriguez. Oscar leads the yoga portion, Sherry leads the freeform movement portion, and we would love to see you there. So that's it. Peace and blessings to you. I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow, and at our other events. Check them all out. Love you all. Bye.